You drop a ball on the beach, you point. One dog stares at your finger like it's the answer key. Another stares at your face, waiting for a word. A third finds the ball without looking at your hand at all. Same cue, 3 brains, 3 conversations. Search dog breeds that understand humans best and you'll get another ranking. Border Collie, Poodle, Golden Retriever. As if understanding is one score on one chart and every other dog is failing a test they never signed up for. The real question isn't who is smartest. It's which channel does your dog use to read you, your hands, your voice, or the world itself without waiting for help. None of those is wrong. They're different jobs and your dog may be fluent in one you haven't tried yet. To understand why pointing works on some dogs and bounces off others, we need to look at what humans bred each breed to watch. Sherlock will help, though honestly, he often watches your face before your finger. Dogs don't just hear words. They read posture, gaze, and hand direction often before sound lands, pointing, a nod where your eyes go. For some breeds, your body is the primary instruction manual, and they've been practicing that read for thousands of years. In research settings, including work from the Helsinki Smart Dog Project, many dogs reliably follow a human point to hidden food or objects. Labradors and other cooperative breeds often excel, not because they're psychic. Because generations were selected to work with your direction, domestication didn't just shrink teeth and soften ears. It rewired attention. Dogs who looked at humans, who read gestures and waited for direction, got fed, bred, and kept. That history lives in retrievers and herders like an old habit you can still see on a beach. Think of attention like radio channels. Cooperative breeds often tune to the gesture channel first. Independent workers tune to movement, scent, or prey. Your pointing hand is static. Static doesn't broadcast on their frequency. Neither station is broken. One quiet signal cooperative breeds share, the glance back, are we okay, should I go? That check-in is gesture reading in reverse. They're reading your permission before they act. It's one of the most underrated forms of understanding. Some breeds were shaped for human partnership, retrieving, herding, guiding. They don't just tolerate your signals, they expect them. Here are the jobs where reading your hands is the whole point. Labradors often ace pointing tasks in studies and in your living room. They look where you look, go where you gesture, check back for approval. Handler focus isn't a training trick for them. It's breed heritage wearing a tennis ball, and it can feel like mind reading until you learn the channel. Border Collies read you from across a field, a lifted hand, a shift of weight, a stillness that means that way. Their gesture IQ isn't about fingers at close range, it's about reading your whole body as a remote control. Golden Retrievers blend both channels, they follow your point, but they also watch your face for the emotional green light. Are we playing? Are we working? Your expression answers before your hand moves. Then there are breeds shaped to make decisions without you, pointers watching birds, hounds following scent, terriers diving into holes. Your finger doesn't fail them. It simply isn't the signal their ancestors needed to survive. Independent hunters were rewarded for finding game themselves, not for staring at your finger. When you point at a ball and they stare at a squirrel instead, that's not defiance. It's a brain still tuned to original job requirements, and it can be redirected with the right game. Lower scores on gesture tests do not mean less intelligence. Beagles solve scent problems retrievers can't touch. Independent breeds solve spatial problems without help. You're comparing a poet to a mathematician and calling one illiterate. Some breeds, Shibas, many Spitz types, some guardian lines read your face and tone before your hands. They want the verbal or emotional all clear. Point at the ball all day. If your voice says nothing, they may wait like a polite skeptic. Stop asking why your dog won't read your mind. Find out which channel they already use, then meet them there. Here's your communication style matcher. First, hide a treat under one of 2 cups. Point clearly. Release your dog. If they go straight to the pointed cup without hesitation, gesture is a strong channel. If they sniff both or watch your face, note that it's data, not failure. Second, repeat the game with hands still and a clear verbal cue. Find it or their search word. Some dogs who ignore pointing leap into action on voice alone. That's their preferred channel. Honor it in training. Third, hide a treat in plain sight behind a chair and say nothing, no point, no word. If your dog solves it alone within seconds, you've got an independent problem solver. Build games that reward initiative, not just compliance. Gesture readers build hand signals and eye contact check-ins. Voice readers name the behavior before adding motion. Independent solvers puzzle games with clear start and jackpot finish. Match the method to the wiring. Understanding isn't a score, it's the moment your dog chooses to look at you, whether they follow your finger or your face. When you stop grading them against the wrong test, the bond gets quieter and stronger. That's the win no chart can measure. Save this: gesture channel, voice channel, or solo solve channel. Discover which one your dog uses, train through that door, and stop comparing them to breeds built for a different conversation. You don't need a research lab, 2 cups, 1 treat, 1 clear point. Watch what your dog does tonight, then train the channel they already speak. The best dog at reading humans isn't always on the chart. It's the one beside you, whether they follow your finger, your voice, or their own clever nose. They're already in conversation. Your job is to learn their language. If you want more calm, science-backed explainers like this, consider subscribing. We unpack one dog behavior mystery at a time. For why some dogs stare at you constantly and follow room to room, our related video on Velcro dogs and bonding explains the attachment loop and when closeness is comfort versus anxiety. This video is general education only. For training struggles, consult a certified professional who knows your dog.